So I went to my faithful INCI decoder and legit put in Huda Beauty Full Matte Coverage Foundation, and the ingredient that is helping my skin is glistening. Hey everyone, I have the worst stuffy nose. I am absolutely sick. But I wanted to make this video reviewing Huda Beauty's foundation. So I'm going to go into voiceover mode so that you can enjoy this with a better voiceover and less of a stuffy nose. Okay, so back to the video with a much healthier voice now. So I bought the peanut butter cup in the larger one, and I also bought the chocolate mousse. And here you see me showing you my sunblock. So I tend to mix my foundations with sunblock, and this one doesn't have any SPF, so big time mixing my foundation with my sunblock so that I can protect my skin from the sun rays at the same time. And I typically use this plate where I would put both the makeup and the sunblock on it. And I'm going in and I'm showing you how much I'm using. Like legit, in her videos, Mona is like, guys, you need to use 2 pumps. If you use 2 pumps, you will have 4 days worth of foundation on your face. I literally didn't need that much. And this is for half of my face, and typically I could spread that to my entire face. So this is how I usually spread my foundation with that SPF. The SPF may on occasion, dilute your foundation, but I did not have this issue with this. Depending on what SPF you're using, also your skin may get a bit more oily because SPF tends to have more of an oily finish. So there is that to look out for. Now, Huda Beauty, they call this specific foundation a faux filter. And it has a luminous matte finish. So it's an absolute faux filter. If you look at the way my skin changes when I put it on, even there when you can see the difference between the edges and the rest of my skin, you can see that I literally look like I have a filter on. It's absolutely interesting. And I want to speak a bit to the consistency of this makeup. That stuff is like peanut butter, yo. Okay, it's not all that super thick. It's like really, really close to a peanut buttery consistency, which is another reason why I'm so comfortable using my SPF with it. And yeah, look at the glow of my skin. Like, I was just absolutely floored with it. And this foundation is the chocolate mousse. I'm so sorry I didn't mention that before. I went in with the chocolate mousse first, and that's on that half, and now I'm going in with the peanut butter cup. Now, I bought those 2 foundations because it's my first time using Huda Beauty. I had been a matte girl for years upon years, and yep, let's get into it. Story time. I am living in Taiwan, as you may have gathered from some of my videos, and I tried to order in store, I tried to order online, and there were no options for people of color. And so I wrote a note to customer service, generally letting them know that I was disappointed because, listen, I'm not the only Caribbean person living out here. There are persons from other countries where there are just other people of color here. And I will say there's a quite a significant population of people of color living in Taiwan. And so it was disappointing. I wrote that it was disappointing that we do not have access to these darker colors out here. And then I went ahead and tried to order from their official website in the US so that it can come to a friend. So I sent the note on the Taiwan customer service, and I sent it in the US customer service. And then about, let's say, a day and a half later, I got this random email saying my order had been canceled. I was like, wow, they're being salty about that. I don't know. Oh, I also went on Instagram and sent the note to the US head office IG account. I really was in a mood because I was really upset. It had been months I'd been looking for my shade, and it was just absolutely disappointing. I was a faithful MAC purchaser, as you've known. I have their serumizer, etc. Anyway, so that happened, and I was like, you know what? Let me just represent another woman in business. I genuinely don't know where my dollar is going, and I researched Huda Beauty, and so I decided to put my monies into Huda Beauty. I am very happy. The peanut butter cup, which is on the right hand side, is slightly darker. I would use that during summer because I think I will tan more, whereas the chocolate mousse is slightly lighter. I was so pleased with this. I think that it is an absolute amazing brand to invest in. Okay, so I just thought I would just hop on camera really quickly to finish this video. So yeah, that was a little MAC saga, but I really didn't want to make this video about that because I don't have that kind of energy to waste. Huda Beauty's foundations, absolutely love them. However, they claim to be like transfer proof and lots of different things proof. That stuff will get on your nails. That stuff will get on your clothing. You have to be so careful with it. The foundation wipes off very easily. Maybe it's because I have oily skin. I don't know. Highly possible. Maybe it's because I'm using it with the SPF. However, if I put the SPF on there, is that going to change anything? Because it's still SPF and that makeup, and I need to have my SPF on. I have also tried using a compact powder with it. It helps, but not significantly. Yeah, I don't think it helps that much. So that is the only thing with it. But when that makeup goes on, you look flawless. You look gorgeous. You look popping. You are just like literally off camera. Like you just came out of a whole filtered camera setting. It's that good. Yeah, I love the color ranges. As you saw in that video, like half of my face was slightly lighter, and you could see it. You can see that very subtle difference, and I really love that they have taken time to make colors that are not necessarily this blanket, it either fits you or it doesn't kind of thing. I don't feel that way. I don't sense that. So that's a big relief. I'm absolutely going to continue using the product because, so this is chocolate mousse. This is absolutely going to last me an entire year. You see my shoulders go down. I like buying, ladies like buying product. It's gonna last me a year, and in summer I'm probably gonna mix it with this. So I'm not gonna buy anything for the next 2 years. So I'm not gonna be buying anything for the next 2 years. These products, their consistency is so good. You could tell it's a very high quality product. And for me, it's a good trade-off. Yes, the makeup rubs off. For me, I'm just like, well, I'm literally putting paint on my skin to some extent. So I have to accept that there will be transference. It's going to come off. It's something that when you wash your face, it needs to come off. On that note, I would say make sure you have a very good oil or balm cleanser so that you can take this off effectively. It doesn't stick on per se, However, I've been using a balm and I'm like, wow, I'm happy I have this because I get it all off in one go. And then I go in with my water-based cleanser, which is super, super helpful. Another good point about this, I absolutely want to mention, it will, I don't know, I think it calms my skin, if that makes sense. I think, and I haven't like read in the ingredients properly, but I feel as though the ingredients in it support my skin. So if I use it today, in about 2 days, if I had, let's say, not particularly some type of big irritation, but I don't know, it seems as though my skin is improving with it. It's as though it has nutrients in it, and that is also helping my skin. So yeah, I need to check that out. Give me a second. So I went to my faithful INCI decoder and legit put in Huda Beauty Full Matte Coverage Foundation, and the ingredient that is helping my skin is glycerin. So I see that they have glycerin. I see they have what, argania oil. That is it. Trust me. Centella asiatica extract. You know what that is? That's Sika. That makes so much sense. So this is the ingredient that well, I found a lot of the Eastern products they include in their skincare as a preventative way to keep your skin flawless. That's what it is. Anyway, yes, so love Huda Beauty. Absolutely recommend it. If you enjoyed that review and my skincare videos, absolutely give it a thumbs up, subscribe if that's what you want to do, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!